Unfortunately, dungeoneering is a very dangerous profession, and most adventurers will eventually meet their demise. While luck can definitely play a role, the best adventurers are the ones who use every little trick to improve their odds. In other words, capitalize.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Miner Mountain here. Shattered Pixel Dungeon Survival Guide. This is a new series I'm starting. I tried to fit this all into one video. It was like 40 minutes long. It wasn't gonna work. So I decided to put it in a series, just make a series of short videos with different topics that I would be speaking about so you could reference them quicker instead of watching a whole 30-40 minute video and trying to find the few pieces of information that you might need. If you could use it all, that's great. But basically this came as a viewer request. The viewer said, why don't you do a survival guide for the first 5 levels of the Pixel Dungeon? That's basically what this is gonna be. Basic tips and tactics, and not just exclusive to the first 5 levels, but it will be skills that once you learn, they will help carry you through the entire Shattered Pixel Dungeon. I would have got this video series out sooner, but I just kept running into writer's block, and it's been a very busy time of year for me, but enough about that. We'll get right into the information here. The first topic I'd like to talk about in this first video today is classes. So let's get after it. There's 4 main classes in the Shattered Pixel Dungeon, and each one of them has 2 subclasses they can choose from. There's a warrior, there's a mage, there's a rogue, and there's a huntress. I'm most familiar with the warrior, a little bit with the mage. Huntress I've been playing just very recently since this video came out, but yeah, there's warrior, mage, you can see what they come with on the right there, rogue, huntress. They all have their own abilities. Warrior he's pretty strong. I like to use him. He comes with this unique broken seal, which you can put on armor, slowly generate shielding over his health while he is wearing the armor with the seal affixed. The seal can be removed between armor and carries a single upgrade with it, so it's like upgrading your armor. So that's a good thing to do. Usually I'll use my first upgrade on that armor as well, and that gives you really strong armor from the get-go. He also comes with a Warren short sword and 3 throwing stones, which are good for opening doors and springing traps. And he has a potion bandolero, which is just basically like a belt which holds potions, so all your potions will only take up 1 spot in your inventory, and he automatically identifies potions of healing, and he regains a small amount of HP when he eats food. All very, very good things. He can be a berserker or a gladiator. I always choose the gladiator. It's combo moves it gives you. Berserker doesn't work until you are at lower health, which I don't like to be lower health, although it happens a lot. Mage. Mage comes with a unique staff that you can be imbued with the properties of a wand. You can like mix a wand with it, and he comes with the Wand of Magic Missile, which is actually pretty strong. I've been playing with the mage recently, and that's a good thing. He also has a scroll holder, so no matter how many scrolls you get, it will only take up 1 slot in your inventory, which is very, very useful. Yeah, and the Wand of Magic Missile, you can identify scrolls of upgrade automatically, and your wands recharge a little bit when you eat food instead of your health regenerating a little bit. And you partially can identify wands just by picking them up. You can either be a battle mage or a warlock. You can go ahead and read this. I'm not familiar enough with the subclasses. I haven't used these too much. Like I said, the warrior is basically the one I've been using a lot. Rogue, this is the one I know the least about. However, in the original version, I played with it a lot. Cloak of Shadows, so that makes you you can become invisible at will. That seems like a very useful thing. Dagger, which you get more attacks with it per turn. Throwing knives, and a velvet pouch that you put seeds in, so no matter how many seeds you get, they will only take up 1 spot in your inventory. Another very useful thing. And he can detect secret traps from a greater distance. Automatically identifies scrolls of magic mapping. Scrolls of magic mapping are pretty useful. And he's either an assassin or a free runner. Now, in the older version, the original version of Pixel Dungeon, I used free runner a lot because he got more turns. He could run away from enemies easier, which would actually help. You could stand back and like use a distance attack on him. Don't really have a whole lot of experience with the assassin subclass of the rogue class. And finally, we have the huntress. The boomerang is great. Upgrade it like twice. It is a deadly, deadly weapon. It's I don't know what else to say. Usually I kill enemies before they get to me. If I have that boomerang upgraded one, I've recently just started using this class. I mean, as of the production of this video. And I'm really liking just, you know, upgrade once or twice on that boomerang, and it's a really deadly weapon. You get knuckle dusters, like brass knuckles, so you get like 2 attacks, I think, every other turn. And the velvet pouch as well, which you store seeds in, and no matter how many seeds you get, it only takes up 1 in your inventory. You get a bonus on excess strength on thrown weapons. They can be used longer before they break. The thrown weapons can. You can sense enemies like on opposite sides of walls and stuff, which is really nice to have. And you can be either warden or sniper. I'm familiar with the sniper. It basically does more damage, gets through their armor after you've hit them once. You're able to detect, and that works with your boomerang as well as other throwables. So. Wonderful thing. I don't have much experience with the Warden. I apologize for that. But that's basically all the classes in the Pixel Dungeon. I usually use the Warrior just as my default when I started the game, so... And I got to actually Yogg-Zero pretty quickly using the Warrior class, but I have been using the Mage and the Rogue, so throughout these videos, this series, you're probably going to see me change around, jump classes a little bit, which, you know... You'll have that, but the tips are going to be, the tips will be the same, useful across all classes. So that's all I got time for today. Miner Mountain out. Peace.